morning 12th students. Today in lesson number 12 in part in part 5 aldehyde and ketones. Yesterday we have completed up to physical properties. Now in part 5 I am showing you chemical reactions. Okay, now in chemical reactions you can see physical properties. Yesterday we completed. Okay, now we are starting with nucleophilic addition reactions. Now what is nucleophilic? You can see since CHO, aldehyde and ketones both possess the carbonyl functional group, they undergo similar chemical reactions. Okay, in this first part is nucleophilic addition reactions. There are 4 to 5 parts. Now in unit 13 in 11th observed, you did electrophilic addition reactions observed in alkenes. Okay, now the aldehyde and ketones undergo nucleophilic addition reactions. Now what is nucleophilic addition reactions? I will explain you it with a mechanism. You can see ketone carbonyl group CO, here two groups are attached, any alkyl group. Now what happens nucleophilic addition when nucleophile is coming from outside? Now you can see the polarity on the carbon and oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative, so O negative, and it is less polar than oxygen, so it is positive. So nucleophile will go to the carbonyl of carbon atom because it is positive and it is negative and it is positive charge. Now in planar slow step, this is a very slow step, nucleophile will attach and here oxygen is negative, double bond is going to break and nucleophile comes and enter like that. Now while adding hydrogen, that step 2 is fast, and you can see nucleophile and removing carbon and OH. O is already and H is adding. Now inwards you can see a nucleophile attacks the electrophilic carbon atom of the polar carbonyl group. Okay, this is polar carbonyl group from a directional perpendicular to the plane of sp2 hybridized orbitals of carbonyl. You are knowing, no? Carbons in 11th you are knowing sp2 hybridization, they are taking in figure this. The hybridization of carbon changes from sp2 to sp3. Okay, double bond to single bond, that is called the sp2 to sp3. Here double bond and here single bond, they are going to change from sp2 to sp3 hybridization. And a tetrahedral alkoxide, this one is tetrahedral alkoxide intermediate product is produced. This intermediate capture a proton from the reaction medium to give the electrically neutral product. The net result is addition of nucleophile and hydrogen across the carbon oxygen double bond as shown in figure. So addition of nucleophile and a hydrogen, and now you can see how they are going to reactivity. So we will observe the reactivity. CHO, aldehyde and ketones more reactive due to steric and electronic reasons. Sterically, the presence of two relatively large substituents in ketones. Okay, large substituents in ketones hinders the approach of nucleophile to carbonyl carbon than in aldehydes. Only one such substituents. In aldehyde only one such substituents, and in ketone there are two substituents. Only such substituents. So aldehydes are more reactive than ketones because two R groups reduce the electrophilicity of carbonyl carbon more efficiently in former. Okay, understanding? Then reactivity. This was the reactivity. Now I will explain you with the example. So this was the reactivity because of the, you can see the example 12.3. would you expect benzaldehyde to be more reactive or less reactive in nucleophilic addition reactions than propanol? See, in propanol, and this is benzaldehyde, see, and simple. Propanol means CH3, CH2, CHO, and benzaldehyde means this one is benzaldehyde, CHO. So is this more or this one is more? Now you can see in the benzaldehyde, it will break, it will be negative, and H is there. What happens? The carbon atom of the carbonyl group of benzaldehyde is less electrophilic than carbon atom of the carbonyl present in the propanol. It is less reactive than this. So the polarity of the carbonyl group is reduced in benzaldehyde due to resonance as shown, and hence it is less reactive than propanol. So due to this resonance structure, because benzene is having resonance structure, in 11th you are knowing. So this aldehyde group is moving from here to there. See, you can see the benzene is having resonance structure. Due to this, it is less reactive than ordinary propanol. So this is more reactive, this is less reactive. Now we are starting our third topic in nucleophilic. First I taught you mechanism, then reactivity, then we are starting with some important examples of nucleophilic addition and nucleophilic addition elimination reaction. I will explain with you one example, HCl plus OH, removal of hydrogen and OH gives H2O, and nucleophile is ready here. Now what happens? This is ketone and nucleophile is here. So nucleophile, like in this diagram, will attach to this carbon atom, because due to the polarity, this is negative, this is positive. So double bond will be break, and like that this one, like that this one. You can see nucleophile. So nucleophile is CN, and O is intermediate product. Okay, and the final product like this H, you will get this. Again I am explaining you. See, HCN plus OH ion, nucleophile is ready, plus this H2O and H2O. Now according to the first mechanism I taught you, double bond O, this one is positive polar, this one is negative. So this CN will come and you will get the intermediate product. See, I am not showing you this. This one is nucleophile and this one is O negative. So instead of this nucleophile you can see Cl. Again the final product is this O negative, and Cn is there, and addition of H ion. So here not O negative, but this will be OH. Okay, and Cn is also not negative because it is going to attach here only. So you are getting cyanohydrin. This one is called the cyanohydrin. This one is intermediate product, that is called the tetrahydral intermediate product. So addition of hydrogen cyanide, aldehyde and ketones react with hydrogen cyanide to yield cyanohydrins. These reactions occur very slowly with pure HCl. Therefore it is catalyzed by a base. So I showed you NaOH, instead of NaOH any base. So the reaction is going to increase, rate of reaction is going to increase by adding base and generated cyanide ion. Okay, so here you are getting cyanide ion. It is catalyzed by a base and generated cyanide ion. Being a stronger nucleophile readily adds to the carbonyl compound to yield corresponding cyanohydrin. So here only breaking of this and addition of Cn, and in here OH. So you are getting Cn and OH. This one is called the cyanohydrin. Okay. With another example, B, addition of sodium hydrogen sulfide. Addition of sodium hydrogen sulfate. You can do by yourself also. See, addition of sodium hydrogen sulfide, this one. Now you are knowing very simple, C double bond O plus with NaHCO3. What you are getting? Break the double bond. Okay, with O like that. Now this O already is there. Nucleophile you have to see, that is Na you have to remove. This is positive, okay? And this one HCO3, HSO3 -1. So this one you have to attach here. O SO2 H, and this one is ONA, which we are adding here. So further reaction with H ion, you are getting final product CO SO2 Na and OH. Okay, transfer. So sodium hydrogen sulfide adds to aldehyde and ketones to form addition products. The position of the equilibrium lies largely to the right hand side for most aldehydes and ketones, aldehydes, and to the left for most ketones due to steric reasons. Here I showed you ketones. The hydrogen sulfide addition compound is water soluble and can be converted back to the original carbonyl compound. It's treating with dilute mineral acid or alkali. Therefore, these are useful for separation of purification of aldehydes. In aldehyde, you studied well. So, proton transfer only, Na, H is coming here and sodium is going to there. Now see addition of Grignard reagents in unit 11th in alcohol chapters. Aldehyde chapter you did only. Now the fourth, addition of alcohols. Aldehydes reacts with one equal C. Addition of alcohols. See, here I am showing you with an example. R CHO aldehydes, and I am adding alcohol. Alcohol means any alcohol with the HCl gas. What you will get? You will get R CH O. This O R dash, and from HCl you are getting OH, and this Cl, this one is, this intermediate product is called the hematacetal, and the final product you are getting R, final product I am showing you R CH OR dash, and again H proton is removed and you are getting again this product H2O. So this is called the acetal. This one is called the acetal. So addition of alcohols. In this way, for the ketones you can see CO, glycol I am adding, see glycol. So OR dash means O, and this group CH2 with the help of O is adding, and this one is called the ethylene glycol kettle. They are called kettle, and they are called the acetal. From aldehyde you are getting kettles by adding these two different groups. See CHO O R dash and OR dash, they are called the acetal, and they are called the kettles. Now the E, addition of ammonia and its derivatives. See, addition of ammonia, NH3, no? So instead of NH3 we are showing with another Z group. Z may be alkyl, aryl, OH, NH2, benzene, whatever. So how they will do? Double bond will be break. OH protons transfer, that is intermediate product, and you are getting NHZ. From H it will go here, and final product you are getting this. Again I am showing you. See, with the help of ammonia, what you have to do? C double bond O, NH3 ammonia, but what I am doing, NH2 and H, any group. I showed you, no, alkyl means maybe R or whatever. What you will get, intermediate product, double bond is going to break, and O, and here H, from NH2, and instead of H you have to show NHZ, any group, alkyl, aryl, whatever. H from here, and the remaining NHZ will enter here. This one is intermediate product. Now the final product, C, okay, OH and NHZ. Instead of that you are getting double bond again and NZ plus removal of this H2O. How? I will explain you. Nucleophiles such as ammonia and its derivatives NH2Z add to the carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketone. The reaction is reversible and catalyzed by acid. The equilibrium favors the product formation due to rapid dehydration of the intermediate to form C and Z. See the table. Z means this one which I showed you here. Reagents name ammonia. If I am adding H, NH3 means ammonia, you are getting this product. If you are adding alkyl, R means amine you are getting. So different categories you are getting by transferring this method. So again we will do the reduction second reaction in the next lecture.